Hey, are you interested in the ultimate strategy to help you sell more? My name is Joe Marcoux. I'm from the SOS, the Sales Objection System Dojo, and I want to share you this strategy right now. So one of the things that we need to do when it's looking to sell more is drop your own agenda. I know this is going to sound counterintuitive. You're likely someone who believes in what you have to offer, and you should. You've got to believe in your heart that there's nothing better out there than your offer. You've got to believe it heart and soul. Here's the thing. When you're having a conversation with someone, you've got to drop I, me. You got to drop that. It's not about you. It's about the person that you're speaking with. So in this context, let's imagine that this fictitious person, your guest, your prospect is sitting right here. Well, it's about them. So when somebody is speaking to you, just listen and then tell them what they've said. Tell them what you've heard. And here's the crazy part. Don't use I statements. Use you statements. So what would that sound like? What would that look like? So you said that right now you're really stressed out about what's happening in your business right now, and it's causing you lack of sleep, and you're taking this home and you're really frustrated by it. That type of acknowledgement in you statement takes everything away from you, or in this case, me, the seller, and dropping the agenda. If your agenda is me, and what I do in my experience, and I do this and I do that, listen, if it's I take everything away from the person that I want to help. Make it about them. Focus on understanding where they are as opposed to trying to be understood. It's not about you, it's about them. So if you want to have the ultimate way to be able to sell more, this is where it starts. You have to have rapport with someone. If you don't build rapport, everything else is a waste of time. You could have the best product or service. This could be the best mug ever. Doesn't matter. It's not about this, it's about them. And ultimately, once you find out what their goal is, then you find out how important the desire to solve the problem or to reach the goal is. Because without desire, there is no purchase. When the desire is high, people buy. So if you want to have the ultimate system, here's the system. Develop a relationship first. Make it all about them. Don't make I statements, make you statements. Focus on them and listen. And paraphrase and mirror if you have to, using you statements. It's so counterintuitive that if you were to give it a shot, you'll likely hear yourself using I statements repeatedly. And this is where live interactive training allows you to have somebody go, stop, do that again, use a you statement, and pick out the emotional response that this person is telling you. And so how do you get the emotion? What questions could you be asking that would get somebody to tell you how they're feeling? Tell me, explain to me, describe to me, TED. That's TED. Lean on your buddy Ted, asking TED-based questions about how they feel. Tell me a little bit about what it feels like when you're in this position. Explain to me what this feels like right now. Describe to me what it would feel like in the future if this continues on the way that it goes. You're going to get feeling-based answers, and this is the interesting thing. To create this ultimate position, this ultimate sales machine, it goes on like this. Once you get their feelings, then you can really get a place of desire. Because without that desire, nobody's buying. When desire is high, people buy. So the ultimate strategy needs to be the focus is on them. You statements, not I. Where are they at and how do they feel? Because no matter what, even the most analytical person, they're going to make a decision based on emotion and then justify it with logic. So you've got to go into the feels. Now, this doesn't mean that you need to have a conversation with someone where they're in a position where they're crying with you, although that does happen from time to time, and people will emote. And it's not about judgment here. The goal isn't to get somebody to cry on a call or during a meeting. It's getting them to have a sense in terms of how they feel. And there's going to be a variety of different emotions at times. Some people are anxious, they're fearful, they're going to be angry, they're hopeful, they're going to be frustrated, they're going to be overwhelmed. And these are just examples. What is it that you offer that can help take that away from people? Because ultimately, when people are stuck and they're struggling, they want out. If people are complacent, they're generally not motivated to take action. You can't motivate someone. You can inspire someone. You can't motivate them. Motivation, however, is important. And it's understanding their motivation, their motive to action, motivation, motive, action. So what's their motive? Well, you won't know their motive unless you ask the right questions. What are the right questions? Tell me, explain to me, describe to me. Tell me how you feel. Explain me what it feels like. Describe me what it feels like. Talk to me about. Get deeper and tell me more. Get deeper. You-based statements, not I. Focus on them. You're going to see a huge difference. If you want to be able to have the ultimate strategy, remember, drop the expectation of you're going to close a sale. Focus on them. Make sure that the relationship, no matter what the outcome, including if it's no, make sure that the relationship stays intact and that you stay in alignment. Because in the long term, you're planting seeds. And as long as you go in with that place of joy in your heart and you're helping people, that, my friends, it's the ultimate sales strategy for your business and for your life. If you found this helpful and you want to be able to have more clues and hints and hacks and tricks and absolute tactics that work, that are going to be in alignment with you to help you inspire, find out the motive and action to empower someone to make a decision to say yes in your business, hey, you know what? Click the link below and come and visit us at the SOS Dojo. Love for you to come in for a free session. That way you can test it out for yourself. Because with live IT, live interactive training, that's when you're going to get the best results as fast as possible. You don't need to put in 10,000 hours to get mastery. You can time collapse the process. Click that link below, come in for a visit, and I'll see you in the dojo.